There's a lot of guys, but the guy that always gave me the most problems actually was Tracy McGrady.
He's the best player I ever played against.
Wasn't keeping score. What we were doing.
Who wasn't keeping score? Who wasn't keeping score?
There was Kobe.
He was one of the guys that I always look forward to competing
I
against.
had to start taking notes like this dude right here. So he's always going to have an edge on somebody.
Trying to figure out who's the best player, man, Kobe. No, I just play, man. I really don't worry about that.
And there was T-Mac.
Tracy's potential was off the charts. Because he could do everything I could do, but he was taller.
The height that this guy can elevate off the ground was just unbelievable. But he was the #1 shooting guard in that class.
They had admiration for each other, but also were rivals.
What was it like going against each other?
I loved it because I knew I was going to get his
He
best.
could do everything. I mean, literally everything. I mean, he had no weaknesses, offensively or defensively.
What is up, dudes, dudettes, ballers, players? It's your boy MJ. Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant have a long history and rivalry that includes Disneyland, Black Mama's origin story, elbows, and Germany. So yeah, strap in. Also, I'm sick, so bear with me, and I'm trying to get another video out tomorrow on something people don't know about Kobe. The Kobe Bryant Tracy McGrady rivalry started back when they were teenagers. Remember, both Kobe and T-Mac went into the league straight out of high school, and both were hotheads. Tracy more than Kobe. McGrady went from being a relatively unknown high school prospect in his junior year to dunking on LaMar Odom, who was the best prospect at the time. Wow. Those dunks got Tracy McGrady famous quick, and he declared for the draft saying that he would be gone by the 8th pick and that he wants to at least get playing time in the playoffs like his boy Kobe did. Because before T-Mac was drafted, he had talked to players like Jermaine O'Neal and Kobe Bryant to get a feel for how the NBA life would be. Kobe had entered the league the year before in 1996, and although he had an up and down rookie season, he still got minutes in the playoffs, and so T-Mac had aspirations to do the same. Kobe had encouraged Tracy to keep pushing on the path he was on. So when T-Mac was drafted to the Raptors, Kobe and T-Mac apparently met in the offseason according to T-Mac and had a bit of interaction. T-Mac was 18 at the time and was about to work out, but Kobe told T-Mac not to worry about working out because it was the offseason, relaxing T-Mac, but then was in the workout room a couple of hours afterward. Tracy then understood that Kobe was all about mind games, and they developed a friendship after that, even went to Disneyland and everything. Tracy McGrady stayed at Kobe's house because Kobe saw the potential in T-Mac and felt a connection with another high school prospect. T-Mac would even lean heavily on Kobe throughout his rookie season as he got adjusted to not being the main man like he was in high school. Kobe and T-Mac would play against each other for the first time on March 31st, 1998, but there wasn't much in that. Tracy was already getting inconsistent minutes, but Kobe was starting to develop and dropped 17 on the Raptors while Tracy dropped 2 on 3 shots. In the lockout season, they didn't get a chance to play against each other, and in December of 1999, it was more of the same with T-Mac getting better but not showing his star potential. Kobe dropped 26 and T-Mac dropped 8 on 10 shots. Kobe had already become a star and in the process had become more distant as he focused on getting his team to the championship, and so T-Mac and Kobe just didn't talk as much. Kobe was becoming uber competitive and he was seeing T-Mac as competition. The Lakers won a ring and McGrady watched his role model becoming what he had set out to do. You see, the first 3 seasons of Tracy McGrady were eerily similar to Kobe's first 2 seasons, where there were glimpses of star potential, but it wasn't consistent on a night-to-night basis. You could see that both of them were going through their motions coming straight out of high school. Kobe in his 4th season was able to average over 20 points per game and get the championship. T-Mac saw how the Lakers had given Kobe the minutes, the belief, the glory, all the things that T-Mac had wanted coming out of high school. His mini feud with Vince Carter, who was the main man of the Raptors, didn't make it any better, and McGrady won his own team, somewhere where he wouldn't be held back by a guy who was more developed than him at the time. That sounds really familiar, like really familiar. He's exactly like Kobe. So in 2000, he joined the Orlando Magic, who had just gotten their main star in Grant Hill. Wait, what? Didn't he just leave the Raptors to be the main man? Well, Grant Hill was more of an all-around player, so that would work with a guy like T-Mac. Also, Florida was T-Mac's home, so there you go. Anyway, McGrady always compared himself to Kobe, so now he finally had a similar situation to Kobe. You know, just without the rings. We're gonna have to work on that, right? Yeah. Anyway, this is when their encore rivalry really began because McGrady blossomed into a star, averaging over 26 points per game. This is the time Kobe Bryant also became a force in the league, averaging over 28 a game. Man, it's a superstar bargain sale. These two high school prospects were taking over, and that's where you get their first real battle. Well, not exactly. Rick Fox still took on the majority of that defensive assignment, but Kobe wasn't able to stop McGrady, while McGrady was able to bother Kobe as Kobe went 5 of 17 from the field. T-Mac scored 29 with 10 rebounds, and Kobe scored 16 with 7 assists, and that was the moment Kobe looked at T-Mac and saw a rival, not just a friend, because T-Mac was single-handedly keeping the Magic in the playoff race. Remember Grant Hill? Well, he's been injured since the 4th game of the season, and so it's all been T-Mac. In the playoffs, he would drop a 42, 10, and 8 game, which was called his Superstar Edition tape. Kobe was paying attention to all of this, even if he wasn't necessarily communicating with Tracy. The Lakers would win another ring behind the deadly Shaq and Kobe combo, and McGrady again was left in the dust of Kobe. They both guarded each other in the 2001 All-Star game, but Tracy only shot 4 times and came away with 2 points, while Kobe had 19 and 7 assists. He at least got this nice block on Kobe though. The 2001-2002 season was more of what we saw in March. In November of 2001, T-Mac and Kobe went at it, with Kobe getting 28 and 8 assists and T-Mac getting 22 and 7 boards. All these battles so far, Kobe has always won, large part due to the Lakers being better than those teams McGrady has been on. You don't believe me? Name T-Mac's teammates on the Magic. Come on, name like 5. Yeah, that. It was no different in January of 2002, similar stats once again, and once again, not really matched up on each other because Rick Fox took the assignment on T-Mac and the Magic put multiple defenders on Kobe. Another ring for Kobe this season, and now T-Mac was looking for some sort of win. He understood his team was not going to be a championship team, and he ain't lying. So the next season was T-Mac's time. The 2002-2003 season had the more memorable matchups. The first matchup of the season in November was a one to remember. Both T-Mac and Kobe had 38 each, and the Magic came up with the win. Both were making some tough shots, and after the game, Tracy was asked about the Kobe and T-Mac debate because yes, at the time, that was a legitimate debate. Tracy declined to give an answer and said that he was a team player, not caught up in all that. But he was through the moon and happy that he got his first victory over Kobe. Teammates of his recalled that McGrady was super pumped about the win, more than normal. This was also a game that T-Mac broke Kobe's ankles, and then Kobe came down the other hand and dunked on the whole team while also getting a technical. Man, straight savagery. But let's briefly talk about the Kobe-McGrady debate. So during this time, there was a debate between who's better, Kobe or T-Mac. Some said T-Mac because he's a year younger, he's bigger, longer wingspan, and he's doing what he's doing without any help. Others said Kobe because he's a better defender, better leader, works harder, and is a champion. There was a slight sway towards Kobe, but McGrady's performance was a testament to McGrady saying, "I'm here." The next meeting was less than a month away in December, and this was more of what had happened with the Lakers winning and both putting up 21 points. However, remember how I said Tracy was looking for any win? So he led the league in scoring at 32 points per game, despite Kobe scoring 40 for 9 straight games. T-Mac said he wasn't going to let Kobe getting the scoring title over him. In Kobe's stretch of 40 points for 9 straight games, T-Mac averaged 37.4 points, including a 52-point performance game and a 46-point triple-double. He was not going to let Kobe win and was always trying to one-up him. During all of this, both Tracy and Kobe were signed with Adidas. Kobe swears that T-Mac and Kobe played one-on-one and he beat him 11-2 based off a tweet, and Kobe said he beat him 11-3 Kobe in their recent interview. A further look into it, and Adidas didn't run ABCD camps in Germany, and while it's not confirmed that they were there together, T-Mac did go to Germany to launch his shoes, the T-Mac 3s, and Kobe was also in Germany for a promotional tour at the same time. So Kobe would most definitely be working on his game in the offseason, and if both of them are together, a 1v1 would most likely break out. And if Kobe did roast T-Mac, I don't think T-Mac would ever admit that. The 2003-2004 season was memorable for the game Kobe Bryant became the Black Mamba on March 15th, 2004. While I have focused on T-Mac trying to catch up to Kobe, let's talk about Kobe for a sec. Kobe was dealing with many off-court problems. For one, he was dealing with rape accusations. His wife Vanessa had just thrown his clothes out on the street earlier in the day, and for the first time in his life, he didn't want to be on the basketball court, even if it was against a guy like T-Mac, who Kobe always wanted to face. Tracy couldn't even recognize Kobe in the first half, as Kobe only had 1 point and Tracy was cooking with 21. In the locker room at the halftime, everything was looking bad and Kobe just wanted to focus, so he came up with the persona of the Black Mamba to be a menace on the court, away from distractions, so he could play the game he loves. In the second half, Kobe went on to score 37 points, hitting the game-tying shot in regular time and the win in overtime. I made a video a while ago going back to in more detail about this, but this time Tracy brought out a better version of Kobe, who couldn't take being outplayed by his opponents. Tracy also did this, although it didn't count. Kobe did elbow T-Mac in the back, which was not necessarily friendly. At the end of the season, Kobe got his wish to be the man, similar to how McGrady had earlier got his wish to be the man. Now, I've went into detail to describe how these two players impacted each other in the early part of their careers, and that's because the early part of their careers really established the groundwork for the people they would become. Kobe called Tracy McGrady the toughest player he ever had to guard, and that was from the reputation T-Mac had in Orlando. He was a shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan that could do everything Kobe could, except their personalities were very different. Where Kobe was expressive with his teammates and a leader in his own right, McGrady was reserved, more of a beta personality. At the end of the 2004 season, McGrady went to the Rockets and Kobe had his own team without Shaq. Yeah, Kobe and McGrady would still have legendary battles like the crazy overtime game in 2007 in which Kobe scored 53 and McGrady dropped 30 and 10 assists, which the Rockets won. But McGrady never was able to lead his team to a championship. Daryl Morey, the GM of the Rockets, approached Tracy McGrady asking him to be more of a leader on the Rockets, and McGrady politely refused, saying that wasn't him. Even when the Rockets were with T-Mac and Yao and they were doing amazing things, Chuck Hayes apparently was their leader. Yeah, him.
No! God, please, no! No!
The rivalry of who was the better player had finished by the 2007-2008 season, with their last great battle being in October of 2007 when Kobe scored 45 and T-Mac dropped 30. Kobe was able to lead a team to a championship, was the better defender, the better leader, the more healthy counterpart. The rivalry wasn't filled with animosity, it was more of a friendly competition, but knowing Kobe, nothing was friendly. It recently came up again with Kobe and T-Mac's interview, which made me realize how influential each player was on each other. These two were at a point the best shooting guards in the league and were in competition with each other in crucial times for their players' careers. Tracy has given Kobe all the praise, calling him the best player he has ever faced, including Jordan and LeBron. T-Mac has also said that Kobe got the best out of him. I just think you guys see that this rivalry made the two better, and at the same time, both looked up to each other. It was one of those rare instances where, yeah, there was a rivalry between the two, but it was a friendly one. So yeah, I could just say that this was more of a history between the two relationships, but I like calling it a rivalry, and I'm pretty sure Kobe and McGrady do too. But what do you think? How good would a team with T-Mac and Kobe be? Would they win championships, and if so, how many? Drop a like for Kobe and T-Mac, cause man, were they special. The Instagram shout of the day goes to David, and the all-day notification shout goes to Christian Blake. Thanks for the all-day support. Make sure to bell for all-day notifications, and if you're not a sub, hit that subscribe button to join the all-day community for more fire content, all-day support. It's your boy MJ. We out.
Let's get high, let's get wasted. spaceship, no. Okay, just hop in my spaceship,